Hello secondary students. Hope you all are fine. Let's start together sensation in man. What's the meaning of sensation? Sensation, it means the response of the body, of the living organism body, to a stimuli. This stimuli may be external stimuli coming from outside the body, such as vision, pain if someone hits you, or internal stimuli if it's coming from inside the body, such as hunger, thirst, maybe headache, stomach ache, and so on. So the body feel these stimuli and respond to them in a proper way to keep the body in a balanced state, which is called homeostasis. So what is responsible for regulating all your activity is the nervous system. So we're going to talk together about the nervous system. The nervous system is divided into central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomic nervous system. What's meant by central nervous system? I can hear some of you saying brain. Yes, the brain is a part from your nervous system. The central nervous system consists of brain. It's the main part or the largest aggregation of nerve cell in your body here in the skull and protected by the skull. And the spinal cord, it's a long extension just in the middle, extended from the brain, yes, passing in the vertebral column here. So the central nervous system, القيادة المركزية, is the brain and the spinal cord. This is the central nervous system. So what's the peripheral nervous system? Peripheral nervous system is nerves which arise from the brain stem here, the bottom of the brain. Those are the cranial nerves, branches arising from the brain, and another nerves arising from the spinal cord. So the peripheral nervous system is cranial nerves here and spinal nerves, the nerves which are arising from the spinal cord. So what's in the autonomic nervous system? The autonomic nervous system is part from the peripheral nervous system, as they are branches coming from the brain and other branching coming from the spinal cord. Actually, the autonomic nervous system, it works to control the involuntary muscle and gland in your body. Yani, for example, the heartbeats. Your heart is a muscle. The heart is supplied by branch from the autonomic nervous system to control whether we are going to مثلا have high heartbeats, or in case of decreasing the heartbeats. Let's see together sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic prepares your body for stress, while the parasympathetic restore to the normal balance. They are not working against each other all the time. No, they work together to keep the body in a balanced state. Okay? مين ده? Yes, Mohamed Salah. If he is going to play during the match, the heartbeats, can you imagine? During he is playing, of course, the heartbeats will increase. The heartbeats will increase. And the lungs, of course, the lung will dilate to consume more oxygen, as he needs more oxygen. So the bronchiole will relax to be filled with oxygen. Eye pupil. The eye pupil according to the daylight or at night, the eye pupil will relax or constrict. If it relaxes at night, because it needs more light, while at the day time it will constrict to protect the retina from the effect of sunlight. You got this point? Okay. Urinary bladder. If he is playing, do you think he needs to relax the urinary bladder to be filled with urine, or to constrict? In this case, he will need to expel the urine out of his body. Yes, as you think. In this case, if he's playing, he will need to relax the urinary bladder to be filled with urine. So, the sympathetic here works on the heartbeats, lungs, eye pupil, sympathetic or parasympathetic, urinary bladder. The sympathetic and parasympathetic, they are part of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is what keeps the body in a balanced state by controlling the involuntary muscles or glands. Now let's see together this slide. The sympathetic nerves and parasympathetic, they are the autonomic nervous system. Okay, as we said before, as mentioned before, sympathetic and parasympathetic, they are part from the autonomic nervous system. They are part from the peripheral nervous system, as they arise from cranial nerves or the brain stem here, and arising from this part from the spinal cord. Okay, so let's see together, before starting, the different parts of the spinal cord. We have, starting here, the cervical. Cervical, it's found in your neck, cervical region. Then this area in your chest, which is thoracic region. This area is found in your abdomen, which contains your stomach, your intestine. This is the lumbar region. And this region, which is the sacral region, it's the last part in your spinal cord and vertebral column. So the sympathetic and parasympathetic, they are part of the peripheral nervous system, as they arise from cranial nerves and spinal nerves. But in some areas or some region in the spinal cord, type, as you said, you can see here, the thoracic region and the lumbar region. So the sympathetic nerves are arising from the thoracic region and the lumbar region, while the parasympathetic, they are arising from the brainstem or the cranial nerves here, all of this, and from the sacral region here, this part. Okay. Now, can you see the effect on this slide? In this slide, can you see the effect of the sympathetic on the eye pupil? Dilates the eye pupil here. Type the effect of sympathetic on the heartbeats. Where is the heart? Yes, accelerates the heartbeats. Type in the effect of the sympathetic nerve on the lungs. They relax the bronchi so that the lungs will be filled with oxygen, and so on. Here, relaxation of the bladder. Okay, stimulates the glucose released by liver, inhibits digestive activity. So the sympathetic is preparing your body to respond in emergencies, or to in case مثلا of Mohamed Salah is playing the match, in case you are running doing activity and so on. The sympathetic works on increasing the heartbeats, dilating the bronchi in your lungs to respond in emergency, as we said before. What the parasympathetic restore the balanced state, or you restore the body to the balanced state by decreasing the heartbeats here. Decreasing the heartbeats stimulates the digestive system. You're going to eat. Contract the urinary bladder to expel the urine out of the body. Stimulate saliva. You are going to eat again, and so on. Okay. Now, can you answer this question? The nerve which is responsible for increasing the heartbeats arises from which region? Okay, hope you got this part, and wish to see you fine again. At last, you will find this slide, page 144 in your school book. Back to this slide and back to this page in your book, and waiting for any questions, dear students. Bye.